Hello guys, so today we are going to learn how to draft an idea, come up with a theme, and figure out a general concept for our zine comic book stories. You are going to have to pull a little bit from your English writing language arts classes just because we are coming up with a story, but it's going to be a visual story, so you will not have to worry about coming up with words and grammar and sentence structures and all that kind of stuff. So don't stress or worry about that. We're just going to pull some ideas about stories. So before we get started, I want you to get planning. Just like me, you've probably forgot your sketchbooks at home. So I want you to understand that you are going to go on a scavenger hunt around your house to find anything that you could possibly draw on. The first thing I would personally go for, because I am an artist, I do have other sketchbooks lying around, so these are options for me. But if you're not someone who keeps many sketchbooks around, then you're going to want to probably go and grab and find some computer paper. I know a lot of you probably have computer paper and printers at home. You could use a regular computer paper, cardstock, whatever works. Grab anything. Now you might be saying, but Miss Irk, I don't have any computer papers. I don't even have a printer at home. I don't need this. So what are you going to do? Well, grab literally anything else. I went shopping the other day before everything went down, and I ended up with a big sheet of just packing paper. I can fold that up and use that to draft my drawings. I had a couple of picture frames that I framed, so I have this extra paper that came out of it. I can use that. If your family shops anywhere with paper bags like Trader Joe's, grab that up, cut it up, use the inside. It's all blank. So there are so many options out there for you. All I'm asking, I'm not being picky, just find something to draw. Once you have your paper and something to draw with, you are going to obviously need a pencil. So pause the video here and go out and find the 2 supplies that you need for this part of our project. All right, so we are going to get started. The first thing you want to start thinking about is a theme or a story that you want to go along with. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's just a couple of ideas. I have a really favorite YouTuber that I like to watch a lot. Her name is Drawing with Waffles. She does phenomenal videos of her sketches and prepping before she does her real art. So maybe go onto YouTube and take a look at one of her videos after you've listened to my directions, and then go ahead and get inspired and get started. So for my theme, I am planning on drawing a story about an angry cat who is starving at 5 in the morning, and he is meowing and stomping all over his owner, but his owner just won't get out of bed. So he's decided to go along and open up a can of tuna on his own. So I am going to be drawing a story of a cat that will be opening up a tuna can. So the first thing that I want to do is make sure I write down my theme or my story. So it's going to be about cats. I know that much. My story is going to be about trying to open up his tuna. And then I want to come up with the characters. So for my characters in this part of my project, I'm going to need, obviously, the cat. And then I'm going to need an owner. We're not going to see much of the owner because they're going to be covered in covers and pillows, just refusing to get up. And then if we wanted to, we could also kind of call the can of tuna a character because it's going to be the other main focal point in my story. So we have our 3 things that we are going to need to draw, and then you are now going to need to start planning it. So what I would like you to start doing is sketching what these look like. There are tons of types of cats. What type of cat do I want? Do I want like a sleek, skinny cat that is very posh? And right now we're just sketching ideas. It doesn't need to be perfect or exact. I personally think it would be funny if this cat who was begging his owner for food at 5 in the morning would be kind of bigger, fluffier, fatter. I think it'll add to the humor of the story. I think a skinnier cat isn't going to be as funny to watch or read or look at. So I think I'm going to go with a big, furry cat. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect right now. We're just sketching general ideas. We do not need to worry about any of the big details right now. We're just simply going in and getting those main ideas. My owner, he's or she's going to be like sleeping in a bed, like full of blankets, pillows, and just not paying attention. So there's their head, they're underneath their blankets, cat's over here meowing, stomping on the bed, trying to get them up, anything for his food. All right, then we have our can of tuna, which I'm just going to sketch real quick. Don't need to go too much into detail there. All right, so I have my main ideas down. All right, now we need to think about the location. So obviously, since my owner is sleeping in bed, they're at home. So locations, gonna have bedroom, then maybe we'll also be in the kitchen. Maybe a hallway if I wanted like a transition panel or page. But don't overthink it, don't overdo it. It's just really nice and simple. So now that I have my main designs and everything that I want to do, we're going to do some quick thumbnail sketches. Okay. The books we are going to make, the zines, are going to have 8 pages. So I want you to draw in 2 long, skinny rectangles. So we have number 1 and number 2. And then we're going to divide those rectangles up into 8 sections. So we're going to put one smack dab in the middle, I think. One, split that half in half. Split that half in half. Now we have 4 quarters. And then we're going to divide all of the quarters in half to make 8ths. So we started with 1 whole, divided it in half, divided into quarters, and then divided into 8ths. So when we go to put our storyboard on our zines, we need to have a title page. Okay? And then you're going to have 7 panels to plan out across the book. So page 1, or title page 1, is going to be a 1-page spread. And then page 2 and 3 are going to be a 2-page spread. 4 and 5 are going to be a 2-page spread. And 6 and 7 will be a 2-page spread. And then our 8th page will be our last page in the book. You can end it with a back cover type thing, or you can end it with your last page in the story. All right, so now that we get that title page is a 1-page panel, and then we have a 2-page panel, and a 2-page panel, and then we have our end card, we can now start planning. So for my title page, I think I'm going to have a big can of tuna in the foreground, like really big. And then I'm going to have my cat and his little ears poking up over. Kind of looks like a little owl, but it doesn't matter because this is a thumbnail sketch. And I'm going to have 2 big eyes that are just staring down the food, and he just can't get this can open. So that's why he's trying to scream at his owner. So title page. While I'm sketching, I'll try and think of a title. You are allowed to add words. You are allowed to add thought or speech bubbles. You are allowed to add titles or end credit titles, whatever you like. But you know my rule, no handwriting. It must be written in a font. So I'm not going to add any words yet. I'll be thinking about a title as I work. So I think it would be cool if I did a 2-page spread here of like the person laying in bed like this. And like my person's here underneath all the covers. Covers are hanging off the bed. I'm not going to go too into detail because remember, these are thumbnail sketches. All right. All right, so I have my bed in the bedroom, and I think it would be cool if I like drew the cat maybe all over the place, like down here on the ground, meowing, maybe up here, stomping on the bed, hanging off the headboard, and I think I'm gonna write the word meow in an interesting way, like all over the pages to really stress that this cat is starving. And oh, I think it's important that I maybe have a nightstand with an alarm clock that has the time. So time, we should make a weird, obscure early morning number like 5:36 a.m. All right. So there's my first 2-page spread. Remember, you do not have to do 2-page spreads. You can do a 1-page spread as well, whatever works best for you. So this cat gets frustrated. I think it would be cool if I draw the door slamming and like just the cat angry and annoyed. I think it'd be funny if his back paw is up in the air like he's kicking the door closed. And I know these panels are probably not making sense right now, but again, that's okay because it's a thumbnail sketch. And you're gonna keep going and going. He walks into the kitchen and you're just gonna keep planning. What are some things in the kitchen? We need a fridge. We need a stove. We need some identifiers to make sure that we know what room this is. And our cat can be walking in with his tail all high and annoyed. High in the air, he's hungry. Then we'll find, I think I'm gonna have him maybe find food that's just sitting on the counter just to save page space. That way I don't have to deal with another panel, because as you can see, I'm only 3 pages left. So that's the other reason why that we have to think. maybe I don't need this page, you know what I mean? So as you're doing your thumbnail sketch and your idea, you're going to want to be editing, revising, changing so that your story lays out well. Once I have him find the food, we're going to have to figure out how to open the can. I think it would be fun if this cat is trying to open up a can of tuna using one of those can openers and the can of food down in the foreground. So we all know cats don't have thumbs. So how's he gonna do it? Oh yeah, I like that his paws are on it like this. That's funny. All right. So yeah, he's trying. Maybe I'll have him just defeated, lying on the ground, upset. Ooh, biting the can. Maybe, ooh, I could probably maybe divide this page. I could divide the page and maybe draw him like biting the can, trying to get it open with his teeth. I could draw him, oh yeah, I think I'll have him try and open with the can opener, bite, maybe with his back hind legs, like clawing at it, and then just exasperated and just sad, and have him maybe tears running from his eyes. He's just so upset and so hungry. He's so hungry. He needs his cat food. And then we'll have his owner walk into frame and maybe have him sitting at the bowl all happy with his food in front of him. So as you can see, I need a little bit more room and space here. I feel like I need to fit one more frame in there. So I'm going to revise. I think I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to keep this one and this one. I'm going to get rid of slamming the door angrily because I don't think it serves a purpose to my story other than humor. And I feel like there's a very important panel that I need to add in right here. So I'm going to get rid of the hallway because I don't think it flows. I think I will use this instead for that transition from bedroom to kitchen. So I'm going to put this one here, and then I'm going to put this one here, and then this one here, and then I can have the owner walk into the room like rubbing her or his eyes, and then open the can, and then the cat eating his food at the end. So that's why I want you to draw 2 thumbnail sketches. That way you can ensure that your plan and your idea flows properly. So what I would like you to do is get all this work done Monday and Tuesday. All right. And then once you have Monday and Tuesday completed, you're going to take a picture of your sheet, the whole thing, and you're going to take a big snapshot. Anything that you sketched, anything that you drew, anything that you wanted to sketch down for your idea, I want it uploaded to the Canvas discussion this week on April 1st. Okay, so you're going to take a picture and you're going to upload that to Canvas discussions so that people can give you ideas and tips, maybe changes, and critique your ideas. That way we're all still communicating with each other and getting our ideas and sharing with one another like we do in the regular classroom. So yeah, I highly recommend you check out Drawing with Waffles on YouTube. She's awesome. She's way better at sketching her ideas. I just did it really quick for you to get a general idea of what to do for your planning. So yeah, Monday and Tuesday plan, and come back to the lesson late Tuesday or Wednesday, and we can get started on your zine and actually drawing the storybook. Good luck.